Welcome to the News Now Update at noon on the award-winning Cool and Current Wjsu, recognized by the Associated Press as one of the top newscasts in Mississippi. It's Friday, October 26, 2012. I'm student news anchor Kourtney and Christopher Paige. 69 degrees and partly cloudy skies on tap for this Friday. We will have the latest details on your forecast today in weather. Top story headlines at this hour: the U.S. economy is expanding. A settlement has been reached in a federal lawsuit, and there's uncertainty about the direction of Hurricane Sandy's along the East Coast. But first at this hour, today's top story at noon: Jackson police are investigating an officer-involved shooting at the Dollar General on the corner of Lamar and Fortification Streets. Police officials say an officer saw a man coming out of the store with a large amount of items. When the officer approached him, the suspect shoplifter refused to comply with the officer's demand, according to police. When the officer went to place the man under arrest, a struggle ensued. The officer felt that the suspect was trying to wrestle his weapon away. The officer was able to step back, draw his weapon, and ordered the suspect to surrender. He attacked the officer again, and the officer fired his weapon one time. That's according to Assistant Police Chief Lee Vance. The suspect was shot once in the side and taken to the University of Mississippi Medical Center. JPD has begun an internal investigation into this shooting. A settlement has been reached in a federal lawsuit brought by a man who was injured in an explosion at the International Paper Company mill in Mississippi in 2008. Jeb D. Slade settled his lawsuit Thursday after a hearing in the U.S. District Court in Natchez. The terms were not disclosed. International Paper spokesman Tom Ryan said today that the company is pleased to resolve the lawsuit, but he wouldn't comment on the terms of the settlement. It's the last snapshot of the economic growth before Americans choose a president in 11 days. The U.S. economy expanded at a slightly faster 2% annual rate from July through September, lifted by an uptick in consumer spending and a burst of government spending. The Commerce Department says growth improvement from the 1.3% rate in the months of April through June. The pickup in growth may help President Barack Obama's message that the economy is improving. Still, growth remains too weak to rapidly boost hiring, and the 1.74% rate from 2012 trails last year's 1.8% growth, a point GOP nominee Mitt Romney will emphasize. Television commercials may be king, but millions of dollars a week are fueling mail ads that are burying swing state voters in appeals from the presidential candidates, political parties, and their allied groups. News Now Updates AP correspondent Shirley Smith reports.
The Postal Service says this year is on pace to surpass the 1.8 billion pieces of political mail sent in 2010. Some of the ones being sent are telling gun owners that Democratic President Barack Obama is a threat and Republican rival Mitt Romney is the clear choice. Bilingual ads going to Latino voters question Romney's commitment to opportunities for regular people, and senior citizens are getting dueling pieces from Obama and Romney, each casting the other as detrimental to Medicare. I'm Shirley Smith.
Stocks are edging higher in early trading on Wall Street after the government reported a slight pickup in U.S. economic growth. It's our first look at the new numbers. The gains were held in check by poor earnings reports from Goodyear Tire and Rubber and the lumber and real estate company Wjsu. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 20 points at 13,123 shortly after the opening bell today. The Standard & Poor's 500 index was up 3 at 1,416, and the Nasdaq Composite rose 11 to 2,997. Finally, this afternoon, forecasters say there is still quite a bit of uncertainty about the path that will be taken by Hurricane Sandy. It's heading north after causing widespread damage in the Caribbean. Meanwhile, a wintry storm is chugging across the country from the west, and frigid air is streaming south from Canada. Forecasters say that the storm systems could beat around New Jersey or New York on Tuesday morning, creating a meteorological mess. There could be heavy rain, high winds, flooding, tornadoes, coastal surges, and possibly snow. Widespread power outages are possible. Utility companies are gearing up as of this hour. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has activated the state's emergency crews to monitor Hurricane Sandy as it works its way north. Cuomo is asking New Yorkers to monitor their TVs and radios for weather alerts. And now your first look at weather. There is a 40% chance of showers for today with a high near 76 degrees. Winds will be around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Your forecast for Jackson, Laurel, Vicksburg, and the rest of central Mississippi calls for a high of 75 degrees and a low of 58. Saturday we will see a high of 62 and a low of 46. Sunny skies for today with showers later on tonight. I'm student news anchor Kourtney Christopher Paige, and this has been News Now Updated at noon on the award-winning Cool and Current WJSU, recognized by the Associated Press as one of the top newscasts in Mississippi. Now coming up later today is the News Now Update at 5 p.m. with Larissa Hale and Meredith Harrison and the news team. Have a terrific weekend. We are Jackson State University, 1JSU.